Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Colorado Avalanche Be a GM. Again, I apologize for the sporadic nature of my videos and the fact that they haven't been coming out as consistently as I would like. Now, the reason being for this is kind of twofold. One, I'm trying to work on getting my Legend 3 card so I can give you guys some more player builds based on real NHL players. So I've been working hard on getting my games. You know what? I'm only at Legend 1 right now, but that's because I only play a couple, 2 to 3 times a week. And so I got to get my recordings in there. I got to be able to get my club games in, some drop-in games so I can work on it. So while there's tons of people at Legend 3, I'm still working on that. I'll get there. Of course, I always do. Odds are I'll be there before Christmas. I'm hoping. I'm only a couple months in, and I'm already into Legend 1. But anyway, so we finished the trade deadline here. We didn't do anything. We didn't feel like we needed to do anything. A lot of you agreed with that idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to forge ahead here, see if we can push for a playoff spot. We're not far out now. I mean, well, we're in a playoff spot position right now. Team standings, we'll take a quick look at that. Who the heck are we again? We're Colorado. Colorado. So yeah, we're top of our division. We're only 3 points back from the top of the NHL from Phoenix. So this is definitely within reach here. So let's get up to the end of the month. Right here, we'll go up to the first against the New York Islanders. All right. So one of the things I did change was I changed my top line. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop my simulation there and see if that helps. Let me just see here. Coaching options. And we'll just go to edit lines just to refresh you guys' memory. So we put, remember how I was talking to you guys about how we should assemble our lines? Just like if the game were based on Hockey Ultimate Team and how that behaves. So I assembled my top 2 lines in that nature. So this one's a playmaker and 2 snipers. But the main problem we were having was Landeskog's production, I believe, was it? I think it was Landeskog's production. 50 points in 63 games isn't bad, but I think it was Marian Hossa where we were having the problem. 36 points in 63 games. Now, I decided to assemble that lineup in this format, which is a power forward, a playmaker, and a two-way forward. And that's technically one of the top lines to put your team as in terms of what do you call it? The chemistry. So I'm going to try that out here for the rest of the year, see if that helps us, and maybe having that second sniper on that top line is really going to help both Nathan MacKinnon and Patrick Kane score more, and for all you know, Vladimir Tarasenko. That's what we want. We want to see top production from our top players, and so if Landeskog can be more effective on the second line in more of a checking role, but still providing some offense and help Marian Hossa out. Now, a lot of you guys were upset with the Marian Hossa signing. More people preferred Nazem Kadri. I wanted to touch base on that really quickly. And the reason being is because Nazem Kadri wanted like 4 years at $7 million. I can't commit that much to an 87 overall player. All right. We just can't afford it. It's not in the budget. We have a lot of players who are making a lot of money, so we can't afford to do that. Whereas Marian Hossa is a player who actually is on his way out. You know, he's 1 year and he's done. That's it. That's the point. Now let's go scout assignment. He just finished the United States. Let's check forward. So there's a top 5 here. Arneson. Q, nothing really. Nothing there in the WHL. Oh, sorry, WHL, yes. Top 10s. Let's scout here for a little bit more. Let's do a month here. WHL forwards. We'll continue our simulation up to the first against the Islanders. This is pretty much going to bring us to the end of the season almost, I think. Because we're playing about 68 games now. 60. Oh, that's a big 4-0 loss to the Vancouver Canucks. Not something we want. And a 6-2 loss. Okay, stop the sim. Stop the sim. Something's going on here. All right, I'm going to do this and just go to the 31st. Sometimes that helps. You know, it has in the past. We've lost like 4 or 5 in a row now, so that's not good. There you go. 4-1 win. That's what I'm talking about. Patrick Kane's up there for assists. Looks like Matt Duchene's scoring some goals. So we're seeing some production, but again, you know what? My team is still not at the place it needs to be. I still believe that Tarasenko can be a sniper of the future for us. Or, like I mentioned to you guys before, and a lot of you seem to be in favor of that, it was Jonathan Drouin. Everybody wants to see the Jonathan Drouin trade go through, and it's something we can do. Patrick Kane for Jonathan Drouin, we could even get something more out of them because of the fact that Patrick Kane has so much trade value. He's so high. So we'll see what we can do here in the offseason, because his trade value, wow, we're losing like crazy. Where are we in the standings now? I gotta take a look. So we're at 97. We're still 3 points back of first, which is unbelievable. How many games do we have remaining? Not many. So we're just gonna finish off the year. I'm gonna go a week at a time here. and we'll see exactly how well we do. I think we started off pretty good here with our scoring, but it seems to have dropped off a little bit at the end. Nathan McKinnon's getting some assists, though, so that's good. So that top line is really producing. You see Nathan McKinnon, Patrick Kane, Vladimir Tarasenko, they're all popped. There you go, 5-0 win in that one. That's a big win against the Islanders. So we got 2 more games here. So we're basically back now 1 point. All right, I'd say we need to win 2 more if we want to take the lead here. 6 points, because you got to think that Phoenix is still producing. Here's Phoenix. Here's a team that we're up against, so we need to beat them right here. This is a big game. Come on, boys. You got to do it for the President's Trophy. There you go, 4-3 win. Hopefully that didn't go to OT and we didn't surrender a point. All right, the Oilers, they're pretty strong. They're not a bad year, 43, 29-6, but we can do it. Oh, on a 5-3 loss. So where does that put us now? We don't have any leaders, do we? Just wins. Nothing for points. Nothing for goals. Nothing for assists. We're close on couple. And then we are at 101, so we are still 3 points back from the Phoenix Coyotes, which is incredible. Is that it? Is that the closest one? Yeah. And then Toronto's nipping at our heels as well. So let's just sim up to... Let's sim up past Calgary. So I think in order to clinch it, I think we need to win the rest of our games if we want to have a good chance here, because we're back 3 points, and we just won 2 of 3, and we still aren't there. Come on, guys. We got Winnipeg. You can do it. 3-0 win. That's the kind of win we need. Patrick Kane's putting up a good year so far. 42 assists. Calgary. We can beat them again. Come on, guys. There you go. 4-1 win. That's perfect. That's a great number. Where does that put us now? We're at 105. Wow, we're still 3 points back from the Phoenix Coyotes. I really wish we were playing them here. All right, we got 2 games left. This is do or die at this point. We need to win both of these, and we need Phoenix to lose theirs. So basically, we win these 2 games, we're going to be at about 109 points, so they would need to lose theirs. It's not an ideal scenario, you know? I mean, we've done well here. We've done everything we could. There's a loss, and that's going to do it. We're not going to be able to get there. You can't do it. It's impossible. And 2, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, guys? To finish the year? That's terrible. All right, forwards in the queue. There's not much. Let's check D. There's a top 10 there. Let's check there for 3 weeks, all right? We'll get a little bit of information. All right, so it's come that time. It's time to analyze the team. See how we did. 2 shutout losses in a row. That's bad. We're going to finish basically, let's see here. Anything for stats? No, we're not up there for points. Not quite. Goals were a little bit off, and yeah, assists were a little bit off as well. Standings, they finished at 108, so we could have done it if we'd won those 2 games, but we just could not. We came up short. But that's okay. We're going to play a crossover, and we're going to actually end up playing the Calgary Flames from the looks of things here. Or is he playing with your division and cross over at 2 and 3? No, you cross over 1 and 4. I believe that's the rate. I believe that's the way it works. So we'll play Calgary, I think, is how that's going to work. So let's sim up to that. Let's find out who we're going to be playing. It's either Calgary or Nashville. Okay, so it's Nashville. Stop simulation. Okay. Wow, there is absolutely no break. It's right into the thick of things. So you stay in your division when you do that. So let's go take a look quickly at Stat Central. We'll take a look at team standings for the year and see where we finish. So we finished 2nd in the league. We knew that. That's really good. Our goals for per game numbers were actually 14th. So we weren't where we wanted to be with that. Our goals against per game, though, 4. So great year for Pollock. Absolutely great year. You can't be too upset with that. Our power play percentage, we finished 14th. Not great again. Middle of the pack. Our penalty kill, 84 at 6. That's awesome. That's a great number for us. Good job penalty killing. We've completely reversed it now. Our penalty kill is actually helping us win. So that's a big deal. Let's take a look at player stats. Let's see if anybody got any better over the course of the year. We'll check player growth after that. This is something I haven't been doing, is the player growth. But that's something I definitely want to do going forward, is the player growth, because you really get to judge who did well, who saw some good ice, and who will be a productive member of this team going forward. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with Sven Berchi in the offseason here. We'll probably get rid of him. I mean, we don't want a sniper playing, bottom 6 minutes. That's not what we want. All right, so Patrick Kane was our leading scorer with 64 points. That's not enough. That's definitely not enough from a top player. I'm expecting around 80 points. That's what I expect from my top 3 players, especially when you're 90 overall and 88 overall. Looks like Matt Duchene had a great year on that second line, though, 86 overall now. So he's actually dropped from when we first... Is that the same? No, he was 86 when we first started. So, I mean, how old is he now? 27. So he's done. Matt Duchene is done. That's a really abysmal for Matt Duchene. Gabriel Landeskog, power forward, 88 overall. He's almost maxed out at this point, so he's going to be done. Nathan McKinnon, he's 88 overall as well. We knew that, and he's 22. So he's still young and dumb. Won't finish that. Vladimir Tarasenko, 26. So that's pretty much what where he's gonna finish off. So it looks like, you know what, we're gonna need to get ourselves a Jonathan Drouin. But Vladimir Tarasenko is a very decent second line sniper. You know, that's the type of player we could have on that second line, or we can trade him for a two-way forward that's gonna replace Marian Hossa, who finished with 49 points. Not too bad of production, but again, he's 39 years old. He's on his way out. Cam Fowler, he's 85 overall. Really disappointed that he dropped this year, but you know what? He had a pretty good year. 41 points. That's his best year so far with us, so that's really good. We're not going to complain about that. Eric Johnson, 88 overall, had a 36-point year, plus 108 penalty minutes. How many hits did he have? Does it show that? I can't remember. Yeah, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's weird. Okay. Ryan O'Reilly, 86 overall center. You know what? Ryan O'Reilly is a player who definitely play the second line if we go forward. Can you imagine we get a right wing playmaker for Vladimir Tarasenko to play with Gabriel Landeskog and Ryan O'Reilly? Whew, that could be dynamite. I kid you not. All right, Tyler Myers, 87 overall, two-way defenseman. He got 27 points this year. -6 though. Myers definitely was not in my good books. Interesting though. Tyson Barrie, 86 overall. Again, this is going to be his year where he caps out. We're getting to that point where our players are at their peak, you know. Chris Russell, 30 years old, 79 overall. Jarrett Stoll, still 81 overall. Probably making too much money, to be honest. Sven Baertschi, disappointment. Ryan Hartman, I'm really looking forward to see Ryan Hartman produce here. I mean, that defensive awareness at 97 is just unbelievable. He is a third-line specialist, is what he's going to end up being, a penalty kill specialist. That's what we want from him. Steve Downey, our grinder, had him since the beginning. And you know what? Steve Downey, you can't complain with his production. At 14 points on the fourth line, that's great. And Justin Falk, a defensive defenseman, he put up a plus 19 this year playing the third pairing. That is unbelievable. So I'm going to say, Justin Falk, good job on you. Let's take a look at our goalies. Pollock is an 86. We knew that already just from his offseason climb. Calvin McCarr is still an 83. He finished, this is his first NHL year, right? Yeah, first NHL year. He had 38 wins, 25 losses, posted a .920 save percentage, guys, in his first year as a rookie. That's unbelievable. That's a great save percentage. And 8 shutouts, and his GAA was .241. So that's not bad at all. He even got an assist on the year. Good job for you, Pollock. Picard had 4 points. That's crazy. All right, let's take a look quickly at player growth. All right, GM options, I believe, for player growth. Is it progress reports? Yes, okay. So you'll see here, actually, a lot of players ended up growing. Tyson Barrie went up from an 85 to an 86. We saw Sven Baertschi drop to an 82. We saw Downey drop to an 81. We saw Duchesne drop to an 86. So we saw a lot of players drop over the course of the year. Ryan Hartman dropped from an 83 to an 81. McGinn dropped from an 83 to an 82. Nobody went up though. We got one person went up, and that was Tyson Barrie. So that's not good. That's not what we want. Looks like the same for Pollock. He had 4 attributes modified, so he will go up. He's going to probably be like an 89, 90 overall. He's already considered elite goalie. Let's take a look at our AHL system. See if anybody went up. Alright, so one player went up, and that was Tyler Witherspoon, a 3.5 Red Star defenseman who we picked up. I believe that was just a free agent signing. And you know what? He's not going to be anything special. This offseason, if he has a good growth year, which probably won't happen, he might be a 77, 78 max. I don't think that's going to happen, though. We got a 4 yellow star here, though. Philip Deneau, a center, 2-way forward. Did we draft this guy? I'm trying to remember now. Can I view his info? Oh, there you go. You can see where he actually grew up. Natural growth. No, it's interesting. They don't have statistical growth. Anyway. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to dive too much into the AHL. I think we're pretty much ready to start the playoffs here, though. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to coaching options. Coaching options, we're going to view the lines. We're playing the Nashville Predators in this one. Let's see here. Nashville. Here we are. Nashville Predators. So the top line, we've got them beat. They've got a power forward in Colin Wilson, RJ Umberger, and Rene Bourque. Gabriel Bourque or something like that. Who the hell is Gabriel Bourque? I don't know. Anyway, they got Philip Forsberg, Patrick Hornqvist, and Nick Spalling. We've got that line beat. We've got the third. The third line's pretty close, I would say, pretty close. And the fourth line is, you know what? It's pretty close again. I wouldn't give any favors. Shea Weber. Wow. Okay, where's Seth Jones? Just out of curiosity, I see Shea Weber and then Ryan Ellis. The top defensive pairing, they've got us beat. The second one, we've got them, and the third one, that they've got us. But it's all pretty close there. The goaltending, though, Pecorine, 89 overall. Yeah, you can't argue with that. They've got us beat. It's going to be an interesting series, guys. Absolutely an interesting series. So let's jump into it here. We got game 1 in Colorado. We are not the President's Trophy winners, but definitely up there. We are the contenders here. First period, no goals scored at all. 14-12 were the shots in favor of the Nashville Predators. Lots of shots in that period. Got the second one coming up right here. No goals again. Wow. Okay, but we outshot them in that one, so that's good. We've turned things around. Can we keep this pressure? Third period. Oh, and 2-0. You know what? I forgot to slow things down. Patrick Hornqvist comes through for them, even though we outshot them 37-28. So we need a way to figure out Pekka Rinne. There's no doubt about it. We need to figure out Pekka Rinne. All right. So we may jumble the lines again. We'll see how things go here, but right now things aren't looking very good. All right, so we go to game 2 in Colorado. Still didn't get a goal in our first period, or in our first game, so that's not good. Getting shut out at home is a tough pill to swallow. First period. Still, wow, 2-0 again. Unbelievable. The Colorado Avalanche have been shut out through 4 straight periods. Second, count that 5 straight periods. My goodness, we'll slow things down here to times 6. See if we can get something on the board here. Pekka Rinne is tough to solve. There's one. Gabriel Landeskog's got a goal for us now. I may switch the lines up. If I'm having a problem scoring here, I'm going to balance our snipers out a little bit. Because that oh, and then there's 4-1. We'll just sim through it. Okay, I'm going to change the lines. We're heading into Nashville with a 2-goal deficit at this point. That's not what we need. Coaching options. I'm going to edit the lines. I'm going to move Tarasenko here. Here. Let's do it like that. Let's see if we can get this rolling a little bit. See if we can have some production. Have, you know, a balanced sniper and snipers on 2 different lines. So we have 2 good scoring lines. 3, actually, if you count Berchi. But Berchi's not a great shot. Wow, that's not good at all. We lost to Nashville, too, as well in that one. So Nashville seems to have our number this year. We got game 3 in Nashville. This is a big game for us, guys, right here. Here we go. First period of game 3. Oh, 0-0 the score. 12-8 of the shots in favor of Nashville. Second period. Oh, my God. Cody Franzen scores. Are you kidding me? Third period. We'll go times 6. This is game 3, is it not? Yeah, this is kind of a do or die for us right now. 10 minutes left. We gotta find it. We gotta find the mark right now. This is not good. Not good at all. Oh my goodness, we got shut out again. What is going on? Our offense is just not clicking at all. Coaching options. Edit lines. I gotta switch it around again. Landeskog's gonna come off. We're gonna put Duchesne, McKinnon, and Kane on that top line. I'm actually gonna switch it like this. Let's put Landeskog, Tarasenko, and Hossa. Who's got the best face-offs out of these boys? He's got 60. Hossa's got 65, so we might make Hossa play. Pardon me, and Tarasenko's got 61. So let's switch Landeskog and Hossa. Let's see if we can find some production like that. Down 3-0. You've got to do something. You've got to do something. Here we go. This is game 4 in Nashville, guys. We're still alive in this, but things are looking very bleak. Not the playoff run I would have hoped from this team. All right, here we go. First period in Nashville. 3-1. 3-1 we were outscored in that period. We managed to find the net. Tyler Myers scores, but this is not going to be enough. Second period. Oh, 3-2. Nathan McKinnon scores. Okay, maybe something is brewing here. Maybe something is brewing. Can we get... for God's sake. Are you kidding me? We have a great... Oh, my... I'm just going to sim. I can't... Yeah, finish the pain. We got swept in the first round. It makes me wonder what happens in this game that causes people to play like this. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, guys, that is absolute shit playoff. Down 4-0. What a load of shit against the Nashville Predators. You know what? It came down to goaltending is what it came down to. We just could not score anything at all. Like, we got shut out 2 of the 4 games. And in the other, we basically scored 3 goals in 4 games. That's not enough to win a series. Absolutely not enough. Part of the problem was Pollock is still young. He still needs to be able to make some saves. But you know what? Our top 6 is still not where I want it to be. After a pitiful playoff series like that and Patrick Kane's lack of production, I think Patrick Kane's going to be shipped out. We're going to be making a move. We're going to get Jonathan Drouin on that left wing sniper. I'm going to build the lines according to Hockey Ultimate Team with the way the chemistry works. We're going to be a better team next year. I guarantee you at least 50 wins, and we make it to at least the 3rd round of the playoffs. We need this, guys. We need this. So next year's got to be crucial for us. I'm going to leave it there. Unfortunately, I got to leave you guys with some disappointment. We'll have some things to consider when we come back, so I look forward to that. Until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.